Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged?
This person doesn't want to commit. This person is married. This person has kids by everybody.
Anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability.
It's really common for us women to upgrade men based off our looks, our social status.
How do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place?
The men that woke up today and think they're the prize. Did you get some flowers delivered to you today?
Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
Where are the men? What happened? I don't know who's to blame. Men don't want to be men anymore. I feel like we're around a bunch of Peter Pans. What happened to men and values and family and taking care of their women and just being the man and the protector? And women saying, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man for nothing. Yes, we do. I say it all the time.
Yeah, it's left. That ship is long sailed. I'm sorry, ladies. You have been heard. When you spoke loud and clear. You said, don't tell us what to do with our bodies. You said, my choice! My choice! Don't approach me in a parking lot. You said, leave me alone. You said, I make 6 figures and I expect a man to do the same. And the only thing men did was oblige. We listened. Men are smart. See, one thing we couldn't figure out is what you really mean. Like, for instance, when you make all of these videos on Instagram, I want this from a man, I want that from a man. We're confused. But what you told us, all of the things I just named, all of the things I just stated, we listened loud and clear. And we obliged. And men have said, okay, let's look for women from other places. And men have decided to go to those places. And you know what? It's been successful for us. That's what we've done. And we're sticking to our guns.
No, because I had to actually sit and think about this. And I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers?
And I mean touched in that way. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's probably by choice. It is, but it's also not. I don't know what's going on. It's very difficult to date.
And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. It definitely has me questioning myself.
And, you know, when you don't want to deal with a lot of anymore, it's even harder. So,
like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old?
No comment. Next question.
Am I intimidating? Like, what is it?
You know, it's just come to my attention that, like, wow, not at all. Not even a little hug. Haven't kissed anybody since I got the dentures.
So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place?
That's not my problem.
And then I make the decision to go up to you. How do I know I won't face rejection?
Okay? Haven't had a tongue kissing since I got these babies. All right, yeah.
So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
I saw a video. I actually reacted to a video. One of my last videos I reacted to. And a woman was saying they're going on dating apps. And they stopped using dating apps because they realized the men have a better pick of women, right? They see women that are beautiful, that are still on the dating apps, right? So they're saying, wow, how can I compete with that? And honestly, looking at you ladies, you definitely can't compete with them. So what's going to happen is guys have 8s, 9s, and 10s on dating app, probably giving them a shot. What's happening? You're saying, oh, I want this. I want that. I deserve this type of treatment. But there's women I'm not giving this treatment that look 10 times better than you. Some of these women look like supermodels. And why is that? Because of immigration. Yes. Yes. Women have came into the United States and even the playing field. Yes. And also, not only that, men are leaving out. So men have it coming into our borders, and also men are leaving to find it outside of our borders because they're smart. They're saying, wait a minute, some of those women are modern women too, but some of them are starting to realize the bad ones I'm talking about. They got to play ball. But you still not playing ball, so therefore you're lonely.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
Yeah. Singles events, I don't want to talk about that. We already know about that.
Where y'all fellas at? Okay, y'all may be in the bed getting ready to go to work, or y'all probably already at work. But why are we the ones that's out here getting the job done?
Oh, absolutely.
Making moves, going places. Like, it was just weird that every time I stopped, I just had a bunch of women that surrounded me. But I was just like, where are all the men? Where y'all at?
Living life in peace.
And y'all nowhere to be found.
No, they're not. Men aren't doing that anymore. Men are saving their money. They're not saving it for trips. They're saving it for a rainy day. Remember that song? Save it for a rainy day. Because we have to. We know there will be times we're going to need that. Or a man is staying to himself, not participating in a dating game because you have high expectations and you're here.
Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged? Where do they be at? That's it. That's the post.
I just have a question. For the men that woke up today and think they're the prize, how are you feeling? Did you get your good morning text? Did you get the, hey, are you good? Do you need lunch? Did you get some flowers delivered to you today?
Drizzle Drizzle is about knowing that I don't want flowers, so you buy me a first edition foil Charizard instead, or maybe a beta Iron Lotus from Magic the Gathering instead, or both and make it a bouquet, because I don't like flowers. Drizzle Drizzle.
That's the thing they don't realize. Men don't need that. All we need is peace. We don't need good morning texts because we're not used to it. Like if you ask any man, are you happy with getting socks for Christmas or your birthday or a t-shirt? At first I looked at it like, why am I getting a t-shirt when I was younger? When I was like 15 years old. And then you know what happened? When I was 16, 17, I started adjusting early. Seriously, I'm getting those t-shirts and those socks. I'm going, I appreciate it. So what happens? We get older, we get used to it. We actually love it. Ain't that something? We learn to appreciate it. Women learn how men think when they put in positions that men get put in. Then they realize, wait a minute, now I get it.
I made a TikTok of me packing my boyfriend's lunch for him before he go to work. And the girls came in our comments and was like, oh, you should be a wife first. You need a ring. I only do this for my husband. Oh, he need to be paying all the bills first. We're talking about putting food into a lunchbox. Y'all are eat peen. Some of y'all eat a little ass. Spend the night, lay up. Have kids. Have kids. But a lunchbox is where you draw the line because you don't have a ring.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
What happened to just doing stuff out of love? Like, everything doesn't have to be transactional. Get off social media and touch grass. Thank you.
This is the problem. This is exactly like I said. Guys are seeing, girls are seeing, the girls saw women that are bad. And they saw that's what the guys like her. That's what they got to pick from. Now, I got to say this. You can tell this woman looks very good. has a little bit of makeup, but she's not fully done up. And compare it to the woman that were together, bunched up in a video saying, I haven't had a man for the longest time. And then they're probably have those same standards. And look at her. What happened to a little love? You see the difference? And she's much better. Men are winning. Think about it. Men are winning.
I won't try to leave me alone. Okay, leave me alone. You don't want to go out on no dates, don't want to have no fun or nothing. Y'all just want to text all day what you doing and talk nasty and want somebody to I can't even like you first before you get to talk nasty. How's work? Work is work. Don't ask me about work. I'm doing the same thing I was doing before I went to work and the same thing after I left. What your mammy doing? Don't keep what you doing me, ho. Okay, I'm getting sick of you. I can't get my number out to near another okay? Because y'all getting on my... Now, leave me alone.
That energy. It's it right there. All the guy had to say is, how you doing? Because guys are used to that. Guys know you don't respect nothing but that. What do I mean? The guy that you're smashing, he hits you up and says, what are you doing? And what do you say? I'm not doing nothing. Come on over. So yes, a man who just met you, because that happens to some regular guys too. Some of the guys that are texting you, what are you doing? They probably have had girls in the past that they had relationships with that all they had to do was text them, what are you doing? I ain't doing nothing. Everybody got one. Batty too, better than you. Could you imagine if you knew the guy, understood his history? See, because women, when they dating a guy, they don't know who he is, right? Now, imagine in your brain, you knew he had 5 women that he texts like that. How would your response be then? It's say if you saw it with your own 2 eyes, you'd be like this. You'd be a little more eager. And guys know that. So, guys deal with it. Say if you don't respond, they handle it accordingly. And how do they handle it accordingly? They move on to the next person. Yes. Because the next lady is a phone call away.
We have other options.
You tell a man, oh, I need you to pay for the babysitter so I can come out with you. And he's like, oh, no, that's too much. That's where I draw a line. That's because you're not worth that to him. If the woman of his dreams was standing in front of him saying, you need to cover the babysitter, it's $15 an hour, he's going to be like, okay, plus the tip.
Those days are over.
Want to only be the man's dream girl when you even give him a shot at dating you. So setting this standard in the beginning is so important. Never pay for the babysitter.
You gotta be. So a man's supposed to pay for somebody to watch somebody else's kid? Men are not doing it. Dating game has been so tainted. Men think about their other options. They go, oh, so why would I pay for a babysitter for you when I'm just gonna smash anyway? That's how guys are thinking. Seriously, you're a single mom. Guys are thinking, I'm not doing it. Bye. So this is what you do. I'm telling you, this is good advice. Pay for your babysitter. Really get to know a man for the first time instead of just laying with him and letting him put babies in you. Get to know him. Find out about him. And maybe you'll see it's worth paying a babysitter. Because men know. I'm going to pay a babysitter just for you to come sit down with me and twiddle your thumbs and look at your phone and take Instagram pictures of the food and be like this. And then I try to get a picture in with you and then you jump to the side. Like, I'm not saying you're going to do that, but no, you're not stupid.
Let me ask you this. How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that.
See,
I would never.
But
because you would never ask me how my kids would be an asset to you.
That's the thing.
That's insanity.
But see, I'm coming from a logical standpoint. You have to ask those questions.
Any woman,
and let me say one more thing.
It's going to let you say, how can your kids be an... No, sweetie. No.
Yeah. She's fooled herself, right? Because they told her. And she believes she's the prize, even after having her kids. And I'm sure she probably has more than one. Pookie did well. He put 4 kids in you, not paying child support. Now another man has to ask, how is your kids a benefit to me? And you don't see that he probably wants nothing to do with you anyway. She doesn't know, though. I know. She doesn't know. Because this man is obviously in a space. He's making a point here. He doesn't want to date you. The point, way overhead. More ladies need to turn to pick Misha. Seriously. Especially baby moms. There should be more baby moms turning to pick Misha all across the board. Every state, every city. Just pick Misha, not do anything you need. Break your back for a man. That's what's gonna make men cave in. Seriously. If you got kids, you know, and whatever you want me to do, boss. Seriously, because you have no shot. Men are not dealing with you.
This man requested that on the second date, the woman come with no makeup on. How do y'all feel about that?
How do we feel about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. How dare you request how I show up to the date? First of all,
Yeah.
like I haven't thought about it. I was just like listening to the segment,
Right.
But I do believe that there is some validity in understanding who a woman is and what she does look like,
Right.
before you are too far along.
Right.
Right?
I agree. I think requesting it is kind of outrageous.
Mhm.
You're not going to tell me what I can and can't wear. What I put on my body at all. That's just not happening. But I feel like, I mean, eventually I'm going to want to be comfortable around you. So I'm going to, not wear makeup. I'm going to be in my sweatpants and my, baggy t-shirt just because that's how I am on a regular basis, But for you to request that, I don't think that's appropriate.
But if that's how you are on a regular basis, why can't a man see you like that? He should be able to request that. He's your man. That she just said that's what I do on a regular basis. I go to the store because they say it all the time. I go to the store and men talk to me. I'm sure the same thing happens to her. Men probably go, "Oh, she's prettier than I thought." Talk to her, try to holler. They get talked to more when they dress down, no makeup. That's how a man wants to see you. How those men get to see you. He wants to see you like that. Seriously, if a man wants a girl, go to a grocery store. And that's what men do. They're at the grocery store and they find a woman. Like, you want to see a woman as herself, don't go to the club. Go to the grocery store. You'll get to see them, how they look. Only thing, work on your game. You got to come with it. It's like, hey, babe, look, I know you're feeling down right now, because you may feel like you're not looking at yourself, but I think you look gorgeous. I would love to take you out on a dinner. Come at him smooth like I would love to take you out on a dinner because I know you get hungry. Let me know when you get hungry. Let me know what you like to eat. What do you like to eat? Talk like that, right? Have that little game. Like, what do you like to eat? Let's call out tomorrow, matter of fact. I don't want to talk to you for a long time on the phone, but I do want your number, though. I want your number because I want to talk to you on the phone, just not for a long time. Hit them with that and get them, because that's the only way you're going to see them in their natural look, because they're in their natural habitat. And as a man, that's what you want. So that's how you're going to get it. Asking this question here, it's not going to work.
Can someone tell me where we find the real men? I have been out on so many dates this past year with men who have told me that I'm intimidating because I'm real and honest and I know who I am. I'm confident.
Because you're real and honest and know who you are. No, you're probably a blabber. You probably will never, you're not considerate. So your stern face as well makes you look considerate. You look masculine. So the guy is scared of you. And most likely, he probably won't date you again, to be honest with you. So work on your resting bee face and fix it, or you're not going to get a man. I'll tell you straight like that. It's going to be hard for you to get a man because he's not going to take you serious, or He's scared to take you serious because he takes you too serious. Already, you look too serious. Change up.
This person doesn't want to commit. This person is married. This person has kids by everybody. This person is not with their baby mama but live with their baby mama. This person,
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
is hiding from 10 folks because they did something they weren't supposed to do.
Yeah, if that's what it is, and you can't date in Atlanta, go somewhere else. Go to a surrounding city. Go to a different city. I'm sure you have a car you're driving right now. Do that. See how your odds are then. Until then, I don't want to hear what you have to say, to be honest. I don't.
Gentlemen, please do not let feminism, social media tell you or make you think that we don't need you. Trust me, women are craving masculinity. They're craving men.
They're shouting it to the mountaintops, boy. They're shouting it to the mountaintops, and it's not a bad thing. It's proof that men are holding the line, and more women are complaining. Where the good men at? They looking for them. You know where to be found. They're looking for them. They're around though. They don't want to be bothered. Truthfully, they can care less.
When's the last time a man upgraded you? It's really common for us women to upgrade men based off our looks, our social status,
Here we go again.
or whatever. But when's the last time a man really upgraded you? That's a real question. I just reposted a video. It's delusional. Pretty much saying very similar things, but I'm going a bit deeper. Pretty much he said it only takes one man to really show out, for you to really understand your standards or to never settle. And I could not agree more. I think it's something that the more you date, the more you realize, I already know what asset I am to a man, but truly, how are you really elevating my life? Not just making my life easier, but how are you really taking me to the next level as a man? And I think a lot of women haven't experienced that. I remember, I think out of all the dates I've been on, only one man stands out, probably in the past 3 years, and that's even including men that I was taking very seriously, okay? But this one man, I did speak about him before, and I nicknamed him as V. But I remember being so in awe of how he was just coming out the gate with the energy, with that investment, and with his integrity. I was just so like, okay. Don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of successful men. I've met a lot of men who I think by normal standards would be impressive if you didn't look deeper, you know? Like, this is gonna sound so petty, but whatever, okay? So, when you're dating for lifestyle, okay, it can get a little bit annoying because you would assume men that have made it or who have the resources to partake in certain luxuries and perks would be doing so. Not the case. Personally, it's a pet peeve of mine if I'm putting you on to all of the nice fine dining establishments. Or if you're traveling, it doesn't make sense to me that you do not know where to stay in big cities. It does not make sense that you do not know about boutique hotels, or that you do not know certain things a man should know about suits, or like how to dress for a date, or like, it sounds so petty, but I know it's not. Like, it means so much to me. Like, I do not know how to express this, but of course, like, we could talk about a man being really generous, and we know all those things, but I think when it comes to really putting me on and really impressing me, it's like, do something I cannot do for myself for real. Like, if I can do it and I'm not at your level financially, and I can still manage and finagle to do certain things, I would expect you to already know be 10 steps ahead of me. be 10 steps ahead of me. Okay? That's all I gotta say with that. But just ask yourself, like, when's the last time a man has really, like, impressed you? Maybe with experiences, maybe with finances, I don't know, but like, when has a man really just freaking showed out in all ways? The man that I was referring to earlier, V, he showed out in all ways. Okay? So, I have not met another successful man that has done that, which is so bizarre.
Now, you see how she said all of that nonsense? It's really to get men to feel like they have to adapt to a provider mindset. But we all know the provider man, the provider era is over. That was more of an era for the 90s, early 2000s. But now, men are not playing that. And you know how you know for sure? When men like this, football players, basketball players, say this. Watch this interview. I showed it a couple of times, but it needs to be seen again.
What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date? A lot of girls feel like I got to spend a minimum $300 to be with them. I'm like, $300 what? $300. American dollars? Dollars. Please. On who? On the first date? For what? You're considered a high value man. So ladies, this you got money?
I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue, but I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man.
And you have a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I'm going to save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? If I'm at wit's end and I need help, and I'm with you and you need a $300 date, can she save me? Can she help me? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. I mean, it is. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm with you. The women that want $300 dates, there are men out there that are going to continue to take them on it. That's why the women can always say, I'm not doing nothing but $300 a date. Because there are men that will spend $300 to reach their end goal. We know what the end goal is.
And that sound like the last, like, you'll leave a man flat broke. And men are not choosing women to make them look good. It's to make us continuously live comfortably in how we want to without breaking the bank. Because more men have woken up and realized it's definitely more to life than being with a woman like that.
Hold the line. Stay with me.